It was a chilly evening in New York City. The lights of Times Square sparkled like stars, and the wind whispered softly through the streets. Emily stood outside a cozy little cafe, her heart beating fast. She was about to meet Jake, her boyfriend, for the very first time in person. They had talked for months online, shared dreams, secrets, and even silly jokes. But this was real. When Jake arrived, he smiled gently. "Emily," he asked, his voice full of warmth. She nodded, blushing. "Hi, Jake." He reached out and held her hand. It felt perfect. After dinner at a rooftop restaurant with a beautiful view of the city, Jake asked softly, "Do you want to spend more time together tonight? I booked a hotel nearby just to relax, talk, and be close. Only if you're comfortable." Emily hesitated, not because she didn't want to, but because it was her first time. She had never gone to a hotel with any man before. Jake was her first real love. But she saw the honesty in his eyes and slowly nodded.
"Yes."
"I trust you." At the hotel, the room was warm, with fairy lights around the window and soft music playing. They sat on the couch, laughing, talking about childhood memories, and slowly, their fingers intertwined. Jake leaned in and kissed her forehead. "I love being with you." And that night, they made love for the very first time.
Gently, passionately.
Lovingly. It wasn't just about the physical touch, it was about the emotion, the trust, the connection. For Emily, it was the most beautiful night of her life. She had never felt so safe, so loved, and so close to someone. And as they lay together under the soft hotel sheets, Emily whispered, "I've never done this before. You're my first." Jake held her tighter. "And you'll always be the one I remember." The soft morning light slipped through the hotel window, brushing Emily's face with a golden glow. She opened her eyes slowly, finding Jake's arms still wrapped around her. For a moment, she just stayed there, listening to his calm breathing, feeling his warmth. Her heart was full. Last night it was magical, she thought. Jake stirred awake, smiled sleepily, and brushed a strand of hair from her face. "Good morning, beautiful," he whispered. Emily blushed. "Morning. I still can't believe this is real." They sat up together, wrapped in the hotel blanket, sipping coffee by the window. Outside, the city was waking up, cars, birds, people. But inside, it felt like time had slowed down for them. "I want to remember this forever," Jake said softly. "I will," Emily replied. "It was my first time, and I'm glad it was with you." He held her hands. "It means everything to me that you trusted me. I didn't just want a night with you, Emily. I want a life with you." Her eyes widened. "What do you mean?" Jake reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a small velvet box. He opened it gently. It wasn't a ring. Not yet. Inside was a silver heart pendant, simple, delicate, and engraved with her name. "This is a promise," he said, "that I'll protect your heart. Always." Tears filled Emily's eyes as she leaned forward and hugged him tightly. That morning, they checked out of the hotel, but something had changed. They weren't just a couple anymore. They were something more. They were each other's first love, and maybe forever love. 2 months had passed since that unforgettable night in New York. Life had gone back to normal, but their love had only grown stronger. Jake and Emily were now inseparable. From daily video calls to surprise coffee dates, every little moment felt magical. But Jake had something special planned. One weekend, he asked Emily, "Would you come with me to the coast? Just us. Quiet, peaceful, a little escape from the city." Emily smiled. "You always know what I need." They drove for hours, laughing, singing in the car, holding hands at red lights. By evening, they arrived at a quiet beach town, far from the noise, where the ocean whispered secrets into the wind. That night, as they walked barefoot on the sand under a sky full of stars, Jake stopped and looked at her. "Do you remember our first night together?" he asked. Emily nodded. "I'll never forget it." Jake took a deep breath. "That night changed my life. It wasn't just about being close to you physically. It was about feeling complete." She looked at him, her eyes shining. He knelt down, not with a ring, but with something even more honest. I don't want to rush anything. But Emily, I want to grow with you, travel with you, dance in kitchens with you, write our love story day by day. Emily's heart melted. I want that too, she whispered. With you. Only you. They hugged tightly as the waves kissed the shore. There was no noise, no city lights, just the sound of love growing quietly between two people who had found each other. Later that night, in a cozy beach cottage, they lay beside each other once again, like the first night, but this time with deeper trust, stronger love, and dreams for the future. Jake kissed her shoulder and whispered, "From our first night to our forever." Emily smiled. "Forever starts now."